It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we've got CeeDee Lamb. He got plenty of looks a week ago and turned in almost 160 yards. It's the Cowboys and the Eagles, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Dallas Goedert, of course, he'll do well in this stadium. He's got a first down. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 34.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Brought down by DJ Wanham. Now 2nd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Touchdown! Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Lamb will go in motion, and they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. You look at this Eagle defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. The Cowboys at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Cooks on a quick slant. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the Eagles' 28-yard line.
Prescott. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Play action. Here's Hurts. This is caught. It's Boyd. Touchdown, Eagles. Tyler Boyd. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. So nothing doing there, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Prescott, open man, right side, it's Lamb. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down. Now Prescott. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing, Prescott. His throw incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
3rd and long for Prescott. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles will take over here just shy of the 30. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
On 2nd down, Swift.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Micah Parsons able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hurts throws complete to Goddard.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Prescott now.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
They'll look to set up his blockers. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 15.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And Pollard going to pick up a Cowboys 1st down as he'll get this up to the 39.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Eagles' 44-yard line.
Looking to throw, Prescott. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To throw is Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott
able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be. Obviously, they're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? And which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point, because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half.
Prescott now on second down. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Prescott.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Prescott.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 9.
Prescott now from the 50. And he fires one, but incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Forced out to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Prescott.
That is caught.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
Throwing sidelines here, Ferguson bringing it in.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Pollard, he'll take it up the gut.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Tony Pollard, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score.
And you can sense a little bit of optimism here. Things had not been going their way, but they get the turnover on the other end, and they turn right around and put a nice drive together. Then they finish it off with a strong run for their first touchdown of the game.
Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. That's caught at the 2. And did he get the football to break the play? No, he did not. They'll say he's out of bounds shy of the goal line, and they'll be denied on the 2-point conversion.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And takes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game, and a first down on that last catch as well.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football, and that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Micah Parsons getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
3rd and 20.
He'll look to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
Open man ram. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On third down, it's Prescott. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
A first down throw for Prescott. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is...
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift to about the 35, second down.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Oso digging through with the effort there to earn a sack. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long. And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
He'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Back to the running game with Swift.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Once again, it's Swift.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in there by Cooks.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They'll throw again. Prescott.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
First down, Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
Prescott now. It's caught left side by Cooks. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save the timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
2nd and 6 coming up. Here's Dak.
And he slings one that's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. I guess at the very least they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Hey, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Now 1st and goal. Now Dak. Now toward the sideline and completing it to Pollard.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
Charles, what a big drive late in the fourth quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the fourth quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Hurts and the Eagles now.
Down 20-17, 33 seconds to go. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw.
Complete to Boyd. And that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on 1st down.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
They'll look to throw. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. He'll look to throw. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Back to throw.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Maybe looking for a flag, but they're not going to get one there. They took a shot, hoping to find a way to sneak into field goal range, but it's incomplete. And now with time almost gone, the task gets much more difficult.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Cowboys, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.